I'm Shalane, this is Dean, and we are
Grassroots Living.
And this is how we live our love. Hi friends! We are so excited that you're here today because today we're celebrating my birthday! Actually, my birthday was a few days ago and we went to Chiricahua National Monument, which I had never heard of until I saw it on YouTube. And there aren't very many YouTube videos on it, but we right now are parked not very far from Chiricahua.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, and so when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do for my birthday, I wanted it to be something pretty cool because it was my 50th. And I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out a little bit. I cried.
Yeah, she did.
And I don't know why. No real reason. I can't pinpoint anything. It just is a weird birthday.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to make it super cool. And Chiricahua National Monument looked pretty cool. So that's where we decided to go, and we were not disappointed.
Not at all.
Matter of fact, it
Unreal.
was like so much more epic than I thought it was going to be. So first of all, the drive out there was beautiful. I thought it was gorgeous. You're better at directions. Do you want to tell them where it's at, kind of?
So from Wilcox, you head south, and you go down, I want to say probably 30 or 40 miles, and then you'll take a little jog to the west, and that'll get you right there.
So the thing is it's a little bit off the beaten path, but that's kind of good because maybe not as many people go there. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to start by just telling you the one thing that we did not like about the park. What was it?
Parking? Yeah.
Here's the thing. There is very, very little parking. And the thing is like when we went to Acadia National Park out in Maine, there wasn't very much parking, but there was enough room on the roads that people were parked along the roads, which maybe isn't a great idea, but at least there was a place to park, but here, you're not parking along the side of the road.
No.
There's not.
The roads were pretty narrow anyway.
Yeah, there's not enough shoulder. So if you don't get a place to park, you just don't get a place to park. You just don't go.
Right.
So let's get started. First, when we drove in, there was nobody there to check our pass, which is kind of weird because it is peak season. But the first place we went was called
The Faraway Ranch.
Yes. It's an old homestead. There was a family that built a little log cabin there. I don't remember much about it. You guys will have to look it up. But it was a cool little ranch, and what I thought was the coolest was the artists that were there. There were two artists sitting there. Like one was doing chalks, and I don't know what the guy was doing.
I think the other guy was just doing sketches.
Our lighting's different because I thought our lighting was weird. I still think our lighting's a little weird. Anyway, the ranch was cool.
It was built in the late 1800s.
Yes.
So.
And Geronimo was there, and I don't know what he's talking about.
No, Geronimo, after the surrender of Geronimo.
After the surrender of Geronimo.
Yeah. Then that's when Neil and Erickson started the homestead area. So.
But there was a family there before that. We're going to have to cut all this out. We don't know what the heck we're talking about. Some family were there. There were people there. Now they're not.
That's good stuff right there.
Okay. My gosh, we're such a mess. Okay. Okay.
All right, so at the Faraway Ranch, it was settled by the Ericksons in 1887, right after the final surrender of Geronimo. And mostly it's centered around cattle. But in the early 1900s, he decided to go ahead and kind of make it a guest house. People that wanted to come up and see the area.
Yeah.
So that became part of the tourist industry, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because horseback riding was super popular there. As a matter of fact, there were some horses there when we were there on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move and get out of their way.
And I had to keep talking to them, so they wouldn't
Yeah,
think
they
we're
said talk to us so our horses don't think you're a mountain lion.
Yeah.
I said, oh, hello, horses. I'm not a mountain lion. I'm just hiking for my birthday. That's what I said to the horses.
Yeah. However, I didn't. I just talked to the riders. I don't know. It seemed easier.
To each his own. After checking out Faraway Ranch, we thought we were going to go to the visitor center. But the visitor center, like every other place, yeah, what do you think? There was 20 parking spaces?
Probably.
Like at the most. And here's the thing. If you want to hike, if you want to start at the top and hike down to the visitor center, there's one shuttle. Only one shuttle during the day, and it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. So hikers that are doing that are going to park at the visitor center and take the shuttle up and then hike down. So the tiny little parking is already pretty much full, just I think with shuttle
Could be.
riders. I don't know. We didn't get to go to the visitor center because there was literally no place to park. So
I would suggest if you really want to go to the visitor center, park at the ranch that we were just talking about, and you can actually walk. It's about a mile walk down a trail to the visitor center.
there was a trail?
There was.
Oh.
Might be your better option.
I don't know. Seemed further than that, but I don't know. Didn't look it up. Why do I look weird today? No, for real.
You are so beautiful.
No, I'm not. I look weird today. My face looks puffy. Because I had donuts for my birthday. For breakfast. Never have donuts because that's bad for your body. But I had them for my birthday. Anyway, what were we talking about?
All right. So after we left the visitor center, we started the long, and it's a fairly steep grade.
No, not yet. We went to the campground.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The campground is right by the visitor center. Well, pretty close, isn't it? It's pretty close. And the campground, you can only, you have to have reservations. And you have to do that online or call. You can't get them there.
Right.
And yeah, it's not a first come, first serve thing. It's reservations only. There's no hookups. It's $20 a night unless you have America the Beautiful Pass. And then it's only 10 and there's no hookups. Did I say there's no hookups? And it's a very pretty campground.
It is. It's gorgeous. And there is a limit on the size of the rigs that can be up there.
And it's not very long. I think is it 29? You have to look that up.
We saw a lot of...
And that's total. That's total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a big fifth wheel and you think you're going to go in there, don't count on that.
No, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we started the long, windy drive up. Narrow road. It gets a little scary because it's like, whoo, down in the valley. You'll see video. I'll show you video because I had my camera out the window.
That you're up on top of.
Really steep. You don't want to look down. I told him I would drive on the way down so he could see the valley. And he said he would be more scared of me driving. And he wouldn't let me drive down. What? I know how to drive. He said he wouldn't be able to enjoy the drive. So he drove up and back. So he hasn't seen it yet. He has to watch the video with y'all to see the scenery because
it's going to be cool though.
Driving. Okay. When we got to the top of the long windy road, we got there and first we passed up where we're going to park just to go to Massai Point, Massiai, just to check that out. We didn't want to do any hiking per se because we already knew that we were going to take a reasonably long-ish hike, but we wanted to go see the overlook.
And she does take about 900 to 1,000 pictures on a 3-mile hike.
Are you judging me? I feel like
it takes a little longer than most people.
He's judging me. Anyway, I don't have any pictures of Massai Point. Do you know why?
Why?
Well, I might have a couple pictures, but I don't have video. Because you know when you're... Because I'm not the only one that's ever done this. They know. They've done this. When you turn on your camera to start recording, but
especially
really you
that person right there.
Why you gotta judge me like that? You're so full of judgment today. Okay. Well, you know when you turn on your camera to start recording, but it turns out you had already accidentally turned it on, and then you turn it off to when you're done recording, and you're accidentally turning it back on again, and so you have all of this random video of your lap and these random conversations.
Yeah. A rock.
When we were done there, we went over to Echo Canyon Trail. So the loop that we wanted to do and that we did was called the Echo Canyon Loop, and it consists of 3 trails.
Right.
Which are
Echo Canyon, Hailstone, and Ed Riggs.
Ed Riggs. Now, if you don't, that's about a 3.5 mile loop, and if you want to see something completely epic and you really just want to see what Chiricahua is all about, you can just do the Echo Canyon Grottos. It's called the Echo Canyon Grottos, which is the last part of the trail that we did.
Right. I think it's maybe a mile?
It's a mile. It's a mile. So you can just go down, and that's round trip. So you can just go down a half a mile and back half mile, and in that mile loop, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy cool.
This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. Out in the sunshine, nothing but good times. This is the good life. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Cause we struck gold in the shining light, and it's all gonna be alright. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. Out in the sunshine, nothing but good times. This is the good life. This is the good life.
So what I did was took a few pictures.
1,000, 2,000. I don't know. I think it even says here it's a 2 hour, give yourself 2 hours to complete it, and we did 4. If that tells you the number of pictures. It's her birthday. You know, she had a great time.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful.
So I had a hard time choosing what pictures to show you. And I didn't want you to be bored. But I know you're thinking to yourself, Shalane, Grassy, please show me all your pictures. So put it to music, and it's only a 3-minute video. It's only 3 minutes.
With a pretty cool song.
Yeah, really cool song. And you'll be like, I'm so glad she took so many pictures.
Silent prayers, open sky. Together we go. Wild frontier, morning light, and all that follows. In the sun, in the storm, it's all or nothing. Here with you, I'm so sure we're on to something. Run into the night. You and me, looking up, and now we see the world that waits to be discovered. Every moment filled with wonder. Oh, we know what we were meant for. This great adventure.
are done.
This is Grassroots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy and live your love.
We're thinking of you, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
We're Kent and Lisa from Living Light RV.
Perfect. And earlier I had asked you a question about when you get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy. What is that?
Lisa's been pondering this for a few minutes. I can tell you that much.
It's true. When I go to bed at night and I think, hey, well, that was a great day, and I go to bed with a smile on my face, it's usually because I had the freedom to do the things in that day that I just wanted to do. If I'm feeling creative, I do creative things. If I'm feeling, more analytical, I'll take care of the analytical things in my life. I just love that freedom. So taking each day and living it to the fullest, whatever that looks like, is probably what makes me happy.
Perfect.
How about you?
Well, for me, it's not having to perform. It's which is part of what Lisa said, but also that each day can be looked at as a treasure. It's a gift, even the days that are crummy, even the days when it's pouring rain or something breaks. Those are still the days that we should not just say, those were days I wish I didn't have. No, every day's a gift.
Perfect. And you really kind of already answered it, but I'm going to give you a chance to add anything.
Sure.
Knowing what makes you happy, how do you live your love?
By sharing it with others,
Yeah,
and also sharing those days with each other, and
Exactly.
lifting each other up.
exactly. Don't leave anything on the table. Take as much as you can off of every day. And we always say grabbing life by the tail, and we spell tail T-A-L-E because it's a story, and your life is made up of each day. So what you do every day matters.
And other people's stories are important.
Yeah. So living our love. We're full-time RVers. We live on the road. We have the freedom to travel as we want to travel. Kent still works.
Yeah.
So there's some things we have to do whether we like it or not. But overall, I think that has helped us really live our love.
Yeah.
To be able to go out and meet people and travel, and that's it.
Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, and when you ring the bell, make sure that you click all notifications so that you know every time we have a new video coming out, which is every Tuesday night, and we always chit-chat online,
Yeah, we have a live chat at the time
Live
we
chat.
premiere. Yeah.
and it's fun.
And it's always 8 o'clock Central Time.